All right. We're back with the seller video of what's the message of the moment to the sellers, September 2022. This is Josh Pono with First Class Real Estate SD. Here's the deal. Sellers right now need to be aware that inventory is going up. Interest rates are going up. They're projected to keep going up. We also are seeing mortgage applications very much in a position where they're going down. And this inflation is not going to be as soft of a landing as they were hoping. It's not responding as well. It's likely, and I'm in these mastermind circles with these guys that mentor with Barry Habib, which by the way is one of the guys that called the crash. Nobody's scared of a crash. Nobody's worried about it. But they are showing that we are going to have some interest rates rising. It's not going to go away anytime soon. In fact, some of the smartest people I'm around, my mentors that have teams and run hundreds of offices, they're all doing the same thing. And as a seller, if you're thinking about selling in the next 6 to 12 months, I would do everything in my power to get into the market now, and I would focus on making that property as dialed in as possible. 12 months ago, you could get away with all these repairs and tell them to kick rocks. Now, the most motivated buyers in the market, they're going to have some leverage, and they're going to get some repairs, and they're going to get this. But keep this in mind. As a seller, you've been in the market, you've owned this home for 3 years, your home is appreciated like 65%. If you bought it for I bought my house at $572 in 2019. It's worth $900,000 now. Now I have remodeled it a little bit. I put about $50,000 into it, but the reality is that my home is up $328,000, and all I've been doing is paying my mortgage and did a little bit of work to it, not much. So even if I had to sell it and I had to sell it for $800, am I still making money? People are still going to have to sell. People are still going to have to buy. And so when you're talking to the sellers, just let them know, like, listen, if you're thinking about selling now, I would do it. Or if you're thinking about selling next year, I would do it now, because if interest rates go to 8% and then we slow down because of the winter and then we get off to a slow start, usually that means we're going to probably depreciate 10, 15%. If we depreciate 15% and your home's $1 million, you just lost $150,000. Even if you had to take a $50,000 break right now, haircut off the top, you're still walking away with more money. What we do know is that you can still win. We are still selling. We just sold a property in 3 days over asked $20,000. I'll talk to you guys about how to leverage that. We'll talk about the strategy how to do that. But the reality is you can still sell your property in a very fast fashion. There's still homes selling in 7, 8 days. You just have to know exactly how to line it up. When would be a good time for us to come over to the property, take a look at it? We'll tell you exactly what it's worth in today, what the strategy would be, and what that potential could be in difference to if it didn't sell, if you try to sell it next year. And again, we're always going to caveat like, hey, you never know with the market. As much as a lot of real estate agents want to be like this wisdom and you know, the sage, this market sage that can just wave their cloaks and come up with the answers. We don't know, but if we look at history, there's a lot of writing on the wall that we're heading to a place where there's going to be some price adjustments in the wrong direction for sellers. So those are the two messages of the market. Bring your questions to the Tuesday meeting if you want some more insight to it, and we can practice this during the rest of the week. Be well.